Hello, it is Sunday the 15th of April, and in this video I'm going to look at the latest Lotto result and see if I can find in what ways these numbers were the most outstanding, in order to basically look at what's most outstanding numbers in the same sort of ways next, so that we can basically predict what's going to happen next. So these are the winning numbers at the top. The machine used was Arthur, the set of balls was set of balls 8. So this is a chart summarising the entire draw history up until the last draw since the numbers went up to 59. So this is where the numbers were. That's where the winning numbers were on this chart. As you can see, number 48 is most outstanding on this chart because it's the one with the lowest frequency. So maybe that number came out just to catch up with the others. Because even though there is kind of an average frequency, the numbers do spread out over time, but they also tend to move along together at roughly the same average frequency. Now there is a way to calculate how much they should spread out on average, but it's quite a lengthy process, so I'm not going to go into all that in this video. I noticed that there's a completely empty line, completely empty column on this chart, and that's unusual. So if you notice, the columns at the sides of this column got a lot of different numbers in, and then there's just a gap, which is kind of strange. But anyway, let's narrow it down to the current trend, which is Merlin and Arthur. And up until recently it was sets 1 to 4, but now it's changed to sets 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is what the chart looks like for the current trend. That's where that's where all the numbers were before last night's draw, and then these numbers are the ones that dropped, and when they dropped, that's where they ended up. So you can see that number 40 is right on the edge of the chart. You notice if you draw a diagonal line from corner to corner, all the numbers tend to be below the line and the rest of them above it. And number 40 is furthest over that line, so it's most outstanding in that respect. So if we look at a chart for number 40, see 48 is most frequent with the number 40, along with 3 other numbers. If we look at all machines and sets of balls, that's where the winning numbers were on that chart. So if we go back to the current trend, you can see 48 is on the edge of that chart as well, right next to 42, and the other numbers are amongst these, bunched up together down here. So let's have a look at just the 49 numbers that have always been in use in the full draw history. So now you can see that number 48 was right on the edge of that chart for the full draw history. And if we look at numbers paired with 48, that's what that looks like. Paired with number 40, so we've got 46, one of the most overdue. Second most overdue out of the 49 that have always been in use. And if we look at all machines and all sets of balls, numbers paired with number 40, that's where they all are. That's where the winning numbers were. Look at 48. So that don't really tell us much. My money was on number 23, because when we look at the full draw history for all machines and sets of balls, it is the most frequent, and it's pretty much second most overdue, and definitely the most overdue for its frequency. But anyway, when we go back to the current trend, you can see 33 is most overdue, and 23 now is just in the middle. That's when we're just looking at the machines that are in use at the moment. So quite an unpredictable result. I mean, if we look at just the machine that was used, then what we find is .48 still on the edge of the chart. If we look at all sets of balls, and this is just recent history since they went up to 59. See, 40 is on the edge of that chart. And if we look at all the machines that have been in use since they went up to 59, and we just look at the set of balls number 8, which was used in the last draw, you can see 48 and 40 on the edge of the chart, and that's where the other winning numbers were. So kind of a unpredictable result. Say 46 is more frequent with 48 as well on this chart. And number 10 on the edge of the chart, and this is for numbers paired with 48 since they went up to 59, looking at all machines and sets of balls that have been in use. So that's about all I can find out from the last draw. So let's have a look at the chart as it is now. So this is where all the numbers are since they went up to 59. Most recent result down there at the bottom. On this chart you can see the outstanding numbers are 54 because it's most frequent, 41 most overdue for its frequency, 17 most overdue. Now if we narrow it down to the current trend, for machines mailing and alpha, most outstanding numbers are 23 most overdue, 14 most frequent, 52 as well, still 41 most overdue for its frequency. Now if we narrow it down to just the 4 sets of balls that are in use at the moment, then we get this chart. Got 58 most frequent, 5 most overdue, and you can see what numbers are on the edge of that chart. Now if we narrow it down to just the machines and the sets of balls that are in use at the moment, you can see 54 most frequent, kind of outstanding in the same way that number 40 was outstanding last time. So good possibility of number 54 coming out in the next draw or the next few draws. Now if you want to use a strategy to win money on one number, on a one number up pick, then here's a strategy for you. Put one line on until it comes out. If it hasn't come out after 6 draws, you put 2 lines on, and you just increase the number of lines that you put on until it comes out, and you'll still make a profit. So you can follow this strategy if you want until you get to the point where it becomes too expensive and you can't afford to put it on anymore. The average gap between occurrences of any number is 10 draws. So on average you should only have to put a maximum of 3 lines on average. But looking at this chart, it's already more overdue than all these other numbers. So most of the numbers there below that one. So I predict that 54 probably come out maybe within 5 draws. So if we're going to choose number 54, then what numbers would be best to choose with it? Let's have a look. Well, we've got number 2 most frequent, 43 yet to occur with 54, and we've got other numbers along the edge. Now this is one of my hot picks, 2, 23 and 40, so I might just add 54 to those 3 and make it a 4 number hot pick. Still waiting for these 3 numbers to come out together. They are overdue to occur together. Going on the average frequency of occurrences of these 3 numbers. So anyway, that's about all I can really come up with for this video. I think it's long enough now anyway, so subscribe for the next video, good luck in the next draw, and bye for now.